An American F-16 fighter jet experienced an in-flight emergency over the West Sea of South Korea and crashed early on Wednesday. The mishap marked the third crash of the F-16 aircraft in South Korea since May last year. In neighboring Japan, the U.S. military announced late last year that it was grounding its fleet of V22 Osprey tilt-rotor aircraft. Washington is going all out to strengthen trilateral cooperation, but is the U.S. Air Force staring at a crisis? Now, as mentioned, a US F-16 experienced an in-flight emergency, crashed into the sea off South Korea's west coast. The pilot ejected safely. He is conscious and was transported to a medical facility for assessment. Last month, a US F-16 fighter jet crashed during a routine training exercise. In May last year, another US F-16 aircraft crashed during a routine training exercise in a farming area south of Seoul. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is a compact, multi-role fighter aircraft. It is highly maneuverable and has proven itself in air-to-air combat and air-to-surface attack. It provides a relatively low-cost, high-performance weapon system for the United States and allied nations. The F-16 Fighting Falcon flew for the first time 50 years ago. One of the most sought-after fighter platforms, there are more than 3,000 F-16 jets operating in at least 25 nations. The US F-16 fighters were deployed to the Persian Gulf in 1991 in support of Operation Desert Storm, where more sorties were flown than with any other aircraft. During Operation Allied Force, US Air Force F-16 multi-role fighters flew a variety of missions. Since September 11, 2001, the F-16 has been a major component of the combat forces committed to the war on terrorism. The fighter platform's specifications signal why it is so popular. The F-16 can hit speeds of over 2,400 kilometers per hour. The maximum takeoff weight stands at more than 16,000 kilograms. The fighter has a service ceiling of above 50,000 feet. Amid rising tensions in the Korean peninsula, some analysts worry that the US Air Force is not tackling stagnating mission-capable rates. Washington is Seoul's most important security ally and stations about 28,000 troops in South Korea to help protect it from the nuclear-armed north. In neighboring Japan, US military announced late last year that it was grounding its fleet of the V22 Osprey tilt-rotor aircraft. This following a deadly crash that killed 8 airmen. Several recent accidents have again brought to the fore the checkered safety history of the Osprey aircraft. The V22 Osprey is a joint-service multi-role combat aircraft which uses tilt-rotor technology. It combines the vertical performance of a helicopter with the speed and range of a fixed-wing aircraft. With its rotors in vertical position, it can take off, land and hover like a helicopter. Once airborne, it can convert to a turboprop airplane capable of high speed and high altitude flight.